Hello folks, my name is Mark and this is Why I Hate the World. How's everybody doing? So, well, this is another tragic subject here. I was going to make a conspiracy theory video. I was going to make the next in my conspiracy theory series here, but I thought that this was something that I shouldn't skip. So for those of you, I'm sure you've all heard what happened, but those of you who live in other countries, you know, and you don't follow our media and you might not know what's going on, what happened is that we here in the United States have just suffered yet another mass shooting again. And what makes this one really, really, truly horrific was that this time, instead of a movie theater or a temple, it was an elementary school. And from what the last count that I've seen, the body count was at 28, with 20 of those being children, all of them under the age of 7, which is pretty damn. I mean, you know, massacres in general are not, you know, a happy thing, but this one is holy fucking shit. I mean, that's fuck, man, crazy. So, well, I don't really have much to say here to add to the conversation. I mean, my long-term viewers here might remember I also made a video about the Dark Knight Rises theater shooting and the Sikh Temple shooting, and I think I also made a blog post way back in the day about the Virginia Tech shooting and a few others. So my opinion regarding, you know, remains largely unchanged, you know, and that being that our support, you know, I support our right to bear arms, right, because, you know, it's our right, but I also think that the Second Amendment should have some very rigid safeguards, you know, like things like licensing, you know, like for instance, the same kind of way that you need a license to drive a car, you should have a license to own a firearm, you know, and you should have to go and take tests and all that other stuff. And you know, but I'll leave the description. I'll leave the links to those videos down in my description here if you want to just read. If you want to see those, I mean, it's funny because they apply exactly to the same fucking thing that just happened here. It's just really fucked up, you know. But I do want to say a few things about this particular incident. You know, because this incident is actually, you know, just really extreme. I mean, Jesus, fucking kids, you know? First off, why is it exactly that all these school shootings and massacres and such, like, always seem to occur out in the suburbs, in the Midwest, like, in the middle of fucking nowhere? I mean, Sandy Hook, fucking Connecticut, you know? That's the middle of fucking nowhere, okay? The same way that Littleton, Colorado was the middle of nowhere, and Aurora, Colorado is the fucking middle of nowhere, and Oak Creek, fucking Wisconsin is the middle of nowhere. I mean, why do all these people out in the middle of nowhere like this have all these guns? Like, why are they armed to the fucking teeth? What do these people have to be afraid of out there? I mean, seriously, like, what? You know, all the criminals and the gangbangers and the fucking crack dealers and shit, they're all up in the big cities, alright? Miles away from where all this shit's happening, okay? You don't have fucking, like, large amounts of crime in places like this. So why are all these people stockpiling all these fucking guns and ammunition and shit like it's World War III? Like, what the fuck's the problem? You know? I mean, apparently this guy's mother was like one of those end-of-the-world survivalist types, you know? One of those people that think that fucking, you know, the main apocalypse is gonna hit and kill us all. I'm not gonna do a video about that. I thought about it, but fuck that. I mean, but seriously, anyway, like, you know, so she had all these guns and everything, and that's how her crazy fucking son got them. Like, why didn't she have that shit locked up? You know, like my dad, my father, was a police officer for 25 years. He's retired now, actually. And we always had guns around the house, you know. I don't mean just like a fucking revolver. I mean, we had Glocks and pistols and fucking Italian-made combat shotguns and all that other shit all over the house, okay? So I grew up around guns, okay? He kept his fucking guns locked up in a gun cabinet so that when crazy people break into the house and try to steal it, it doesn't result in a fucking elementary school massacre like this. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Like, I just don't understand how it just the irresponsible. That's what it is. It's these things happen because we have too many crazy, irresponsible people out there that believe in wacky fucking things, like they have to be armed to the teeth for the end of the world and shit. And one of the core beliefs in which this country was founded says that these people are allowed to own lethal fucking weaponry. I mean, seriously, like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Take away their guns? Like, that shit's ever gonna fucking happen. And so there is one thing here I wanted to bring up, another thing, and this kind of ties into my conspiracy video that I made last week. And that's the atrocious, disgusting, self-serving way in which the right wing and the conspiracy nuts have kind of just milked this tragedy for their own personal agendas. I mean, you know, Barack Obama went on TV and he made a speech because he's the president and that's what he's expected to do, okay? And he got a little teary-eyed because a lot of people out there were feeling it, you know, that day, right? I mean, he's, you know, the president, he has children and shit, okay? And then fucking Alex Jones goes on TV and claims that it's all part of some, you know, that he's wiping away crocodile tears and he's fake crying and all this other shit, and it's all part of some fucking stupid-ass nutty conspiracy plan by the government in order to, like, pass anti-gun legislation. I mean, it's unfucking believable, you know? Like, I know Alex Jones was, like, an opportunistic, sensationalist fucking dickhead, you know, and who wouldn't, like, know real journalism if it, like, fucking crawled its way up his ass and died and everything. But I didn't realize that the man was, like, a piece of shit like that. That's what he is, okay? He's a fucking opportunistic piece of shit, alright? I mean, seriously, dude, like, 26-year-olds just fucking got blown away, alright? Cut the fucking NWO bullshit for half a second, please, okay? Have a little fucking respect, you know? It's, like, vomit-inducing to watch this shit. And then, you know, I see all these stupid fucking conspiratard assholes posting all this dumb shit all over Facebook and Twitter and everything, you know, calling this guy like a Manchurian candidate and all these stupid motherfuckers, you know, like, and it's like none of these people realize, okay, this is the thing, okay, these people that they say shit like, you know, the Second Amendment is there so the populace can rise up and revolt against the government, and, you know, and these are all these massacres are like false flag things so that they can pass like anti-gun legislation and they're coming to take our guns and all that. They don't realize that your stupid, like, little tiny-ass Peasley fucking hunting rifle isn't gonna do shit. I mean, if there was any truth to this whatsoever, and the government really did one day wake up and decide, you know what, we're gonna take away everybody's guns, there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it, if that were to happen, alright? You don't stand a chance. Your little fucking hunting rifle isn't gonna do anything against a fucking M1 Abrams tank, or an unmanned fucking aerial drone that kills you from 5 miles up in the sky, or a fucking F-22 Raptor. You don't stand a chance. Your little tiny fucking handgun isn't gonna, like, it's not gonna protect you. It's a myth. It's fantasy. It doesn't exist, and if it did exist, you're fucked. There's nothing. It's fucking ridiculous, alright? And it's partially because of dickheads like this. You know, these stupid fucking survivalist, fucking revolutionary wannabes, right? Partially because of these fucking dumbasses that we can't get any decent gun legislation passed in this country, right? These people and the slimy fucking snake oil selling pussy ass politicians that like pander to these people, the end of the fucking NRA types, right? Seriously, I mean, until we get some leadership in this country with enough nutsack to put some limits on fucking firearms and spend some real money to fix this the broken ass fucking mental illness system in this country, which, you know, we don't even have a system for it, alright? I mean, until we fix these things, until we take care of our crazy people and we limit their ability to obtain highly lethal weapons, right? You can just expect this kind of shit to happen over and over and over again, okay? It seems to happen, like, you know, once a fucking month now. Focus. Anyway, it seems to be happening just, you know, all the fucking time. Once a month, twice a month. I mean, when was the last shooting? There was just a shooting at the mall like fucking 2 weeks ago, right? And it's just gonna happen over and over and over and over again. And you know why? Because this is America.